There is going to be a change to the Marble Madness bracket that we introduced on our last video. And we're waiting until those team primary posters get back in the merch store because I want one.
They're going to be all over these walls.
They're going to be coated.
These TVs, man. I'm really going crazy. But you know what?
And the third, you don't have a single digit seed in your
love
Final
it.
Four.
Jesus.
Oh my God. What's happening?
I just feel like we're not bilateral.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, rolling at you live. Quick episode here. We just had to address a couple of things.
Yeah, some good news, some bad news. Well, not really bad news, but
Not bad news.
Some updates.
Yeah, some updates. There is going to be a change to the Marble Madness bracket that we introduced on our last video. Basically, we just needed to hop on and address a couple things. The main thing being that it was brought to our attention by some friends and some other just Marble people that some people might think we have some bad intentions going on with this Marble bracket and asking for money for it.
Yeah, I think a little misinformation maybe being spread. I think, when we set out to do this entire podcast, it wasn't to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
It wasn't to capitalize on anybody. I think it was just for our love of marbles, for the love of the league and Yelly. And that's kind of what this bracket idea stemmed from. It was kind of just our way of having fun with it.
Exactly.
And really for the money, the $10 we asked for, it was really to kind of pay for the prizes. But
yeah, pay for the prizes and pay for the pool, the website that we're hosting on. But
yeah, people misunderstood.
The last thing we want to do is have any kind of tension at all. So in light of this whole speculation, we're just going to remove the prizes that go along with this with the bracket pool. So, it's going to be strictly for fun now. There's going to be no prizes. And if you have sent us money, by the time this video comes out, you will have your money back. We're sending all the money back, all the $10 that people sent us. So we're just trying to clear the air here.
Yeah, again, we did this for fun. It
Yeah.
wasn't to make any kind of money. I think we just wanted to do some prizes.
Yeah.
And we kind of heard your comments and heard the people. So we're making a quick change, and I think no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but what we do want to stress is that you should keep joining the bracket pool because
100%. Do we want to give an update on how many brackets we have?
Yeah, I think we have
that's
upwards of 70.
Last time I checked, it was at 75.
Yeah.
We'd love to get above 100.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way to kind of interact with our community a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm still psyched for this. I think maybe the prizes we were a little bit shooting a little too high with the whole prize thing and got a little too big for our britches. But I think the fact that we're doing this for fun now, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. No, and maybe the best bracket will get one prize.
We'll figure something out.
Again, at the end of the day, this is for fun and
Yeah.
kind of our love for the marbles.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
I will say though, it's going to cost us a couple $100, more than $100 to host this on this website. So we'll leave our PayPal link in the description in case you want to throw us like a buck or two. Just because if a bunch of people do that, then we can chip away at the cost that this pool will be. But if not, no worries at all. You're still welcome to join. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Is there anything? I think that's pretty much all we had to cover for that.
Yeah, no, I want to talk about this bracket.
I know.
I think we can go deeper into our brackets. I'm sure we got 70 plus brackets.
Yeah.
So a lot of people out there probably have their picks.
Yeah, I'm really like I know how much we love brackets and love just looking at them and all the different matchups that were created and all the potential that these matchups have going down the line. So we want to really look at every quadrant. We're going to look at the top left, top right, bottom right, the right and left as a whole, and just give a little bit more thoughts than we did on our last episode about this bracket.
Absolutely. Where do you want to start? Top left here?
I don't know. When you look at this whole thing, is there anything that stands out? Because there is one thing that stands out to me, kind of.
Go for it, because I think we're thinking the same thing here.
I think the left side is a lot more of a gauntlet than the right side.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
You look at the right side and you see Crazy Cat's Eyes sitting there at the 6th seed. That quadrant, especially who is there really that can challenge them? The Blackjacks or the 3 seed there?
We're forgetting about a major team here too. Let's hold on. Let's hold on there.
We'll have the bracket pulled up on YouTube, but sorry to discount your limers there.
Yeah, that's a stacked side of the bracket.
You're right.
There
You're
with
right.
The limers there.
You're right. My fault.
But all jokes aside, I do agree with you. I'm looking at the right side of the bracket here. Obviously, CCE's there. They're a scary team. Blackjack's coming off a great Marble League, but really not much juice to that side of the bracket. Snowball's at the top. I would argue they're pretty hot.
Not a scary 2 seed though, in my opinion.
No, but if you go to that left side, it's like you said, it's a gauntlet.
Yeah,
it's a gauntlet. Just to name a couple teams, you got Momo there. You have the Cobalts, which we'll talk about. I like them. They're kind of a sleeper for me.
Definitely.
Who do you got? The Thunderbolts, Green Ducks, O'Rangers, Savage Speeders.
Yeah,
it's loaded.
That bottom left is crazy in my opinion.
Do I see Green Ducks there too?
The Green Ducks and O'Rangers are starting up top. The Savage Speeders are also in that quadrant. Minty Maniacs is a team that I don't know is could have a spark there and make a deep run. That bottom left, I think, is probably the scariest team, the bracket of death, if you will.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So it's where do you want to start? I kind of want to start with the top left.
I mean, yeah, even talking about the left side even more, you got Mellow Yellow up there, you got Team Momo up there, along with others, Raspberry Racers up there.
Yeah.
Left side is scary stuff.
And I want to address too. I heard a lot of comments about how we structured the bracket.
Yeah.
I think we could have done this a couple different ways. Just kind of what we thought. But as much as I love it, like I love the way we seeded it, it kind of would have been cool to see some of the Fruit Marble matchups, maybe other matchups. But having said that, I mean, you're looking at a first round matchup with the Green Ducks and O'Rangers.
Yeah,
it's a great matchup.
And I mean, that's the thing about brackets. If you think about March Madness, is a lot of the times your first round matchups aren't supposed to be your best matchups.
Exactly.
It's down the line when you're going to get some serious juice. Let's just talk about a couple matchups that really intrigue us early in this first round, though.
Sure.
One for me, I think probably my biggest one, we touched on it last episode, is that Oceanic Savage Speeders matchup. Not only because these are two marbles that had a really solid 2024 campaign, Savage Speeders not as much, but just the cosmetic appearance of those two logos and marble colors, that like burgundy red on that navy blue, just satisfying. And two teams that I think if whoever gets out of this matchup can make a little bit of a run.
See, that's going to be the hard part, because if you say you're the Savage Speeders, you can get by the Oceanics. Then you got to face either hot Green Duck squad or a storied O'Ranger squad.
Wow,
just unforgiving.
That's unrelenting quadrant right there.
And then
you're right. I didn't even think about that.
If you're lucky enough to get past there, maybe you're looking at a Chocolatiers team that has some vengeance in them. Maybe a jumper squad.
I think whoever comes out of those top four teams that we just mentioned is probably coming out of that quadrant.
I would agree.
When you look at the bottom half, Midnight Wisp, Chocolatiers, Jungle Jumpers, Minty Maniacs.
You never know.
They're pissing themselves looking up at what they have to face down the line.
They're certainly shaking in their boots.
Yeah.
A matchup I like, and I don't know if people agree with this, but I look at the bottom right of this bracket.
Okay.
And you look at a team like Crazy Cat's Eyes. First glance, you really think they have an easy road probably to the Final Four.
Right.
I wouldn't sleep on these Pinkies.
Okay. You were saying that last episode. I was shocked about that.
As of late, if I remember correctly, they haven't had much success.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Marble League 2022 title?
I believe they did win Marble League 2022. I think they're going to give CCE a run for their money. Just keep an eye on those Pinkies. Pinkies up. Be careful, because I think you're a Pinky squad that could shock some people. That's a little upset alert.
You think if Crazy Cat's Eyes are looking beyond that matchup, they need to put all their efforts into that matchup. They can't be looking deeper into the bracket.
I think they see the Limers above them in a potential matchup. They're terrified of that matchup, and they look a little ahead of the Pinkies. And I think the Pinkies shock some people here. So that's my first round.
I love that a lot. I think looking at that right side, who could be the other challenger to the Crazy Cat's Eyes in here? I mean, just looking at the overall team, the one that stands out to me is the Bumblebees. Limped out of Marble League this year, obviously, but last year's Marble League second place finish, lost by 1 point. Probably looking for a little revenge on those Cat's Eyes, who took it last, or was it Savage Speeders? Whatever. They were both up there. But I don't know. Is there anyone on that right side that stands out to you? It's a lot of underwhelming.
Yeah, the fridge looks empty to me. There's
something in there. It does. The produce.
It's tough. I mean, I look at a Blackjacks team. I know it's a 3 seed, so it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
they're a team I'm watching for. Having said that, their matchup with the Purple Rockets, that's going to be one I tune in for.
Absolutely. I'm excited for that one.
I look at other teams like the Balls of Chaos, new coaching staff, didn't have a terrible Marble League. Will they produce?
Yeah.
I don't know. This right side of the bracket is it's a little weak once I really dive into it. I think, looking at the Snowball's path too. I mean, is that the Bumblebees there?
Yeah, Bumblebees right there.
I don't know. I think if you're on the right side, you're thanking somebody above. I mean, for sure.
Yeah, let's go back to the left side. I don't have much to say on this right side. You're having a hard time with this bracket navigation. Really, I wish you could see his screen.
Giving me trouble here.
Left side though, Momo. What do you think about? So they're the number 1 overall seed. Anyone that can challenge them within their that top left quadrant there.
I've been saying it since last video. I really think the Cobalts are gonna take out Momo.
Yeah,
I think Cerulean and the boys.
Wow.
And the crew is they're gonna beat, who do they got? The Gliding Glaciers. Yep, easily. And then they're going to take out Momo there in the second round. I truly believe that.
I don't hate that take. I think it's obviously more unlikely to happen than happen, with being that it's the number one seed they're playing against. But in Cerulean's form, yes, I think you have a serious point there. I'll point at Mellow Yellow and Raspberry Racers. There's a technically a fruit circuit matchup there in the second round that we could
potential
and probably will see. I mean, not if Wolfpack has anything to say about it, but Mellow Yellow Raspberry Racers would be a really cool matchup in that second round.
Absolutely. And going down the list here, I mean, we talked about the Oceanic Savage Speeders. I've been on the Savage Speeders train. I think they can make a run here.
Yeah. You think if they can escape those 4 teams?
Yeah, that road is hard, but I think they're the best of those 4 teams, and I see them coming out of that quadrant. I really do. Talk about our Final Four? Because I don't know
if we should give that away. We don't want to give people too many ideas.
I don't know.
We can. People pick different. We're also going to be wrong. We're never right about these things.
For sure. Our predictions are.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. You lead us off from the top left.
I'm going to go with top left. So I'm going to go with the Cobalts.
I could have guessed that based on your current glazing. But I'm going to go Mellow Yellow. We haven't heard from them in a while. I think pissed off after that first Marble League non-qualification. I think if they can get by Raspberry Racers in the second round, they should be able to sweep through this thing and probably meet up with either the Savage Speeders or the Green Ducks in the semis. But yeah, that's it for my top left quadrant. I think I got Mellow Yellow.
I like it. So let's go to bottom left here.
Okay.
The gauntlet.
Yeah, this is a gauntlet.
This is such a gauntlet.
This is a toss-up.
I'm just looking at this list. I'm going to pick the Savage Speeders. I think they get out. They're the best team of those 4 there. But it's going to be a tough road. It's going to be, and then you face Bon Bon, which you never want to face if they get there.
So. Bon Bon is always a stingy one.
He definitely is. Their fun.
Plays to the level of their opponents. But yes, you're taking Savage Speeders there, huh?
I am.
I think, just because of their form they're in, I'm not going to take them. And Green Ducks, on the other hand, is in some of the best form that we've seen them in. I'm going to take Green Ducks out of this quadrant overall. Like you said, I wouldn't discount these teams we have down here in the Chocolatiers, Midnight Wisp, Jungle Jumpers, Minty Maniacs, but I am discounting them.
Yeah, the Jumpers are a team we really haven't given much credit to.
Yeah.
I don't really plan on giving any credit to them.
No, I don't either.
But
sorry, Jared.
Prove us wrong, Jared, and the crew.
Yeah.
I just don't think you jump over anybody.
I feel, Jared, you got to leave us another voicemail. We haven't heard from you since the Jungle Jumpers.
We've been talking complete smack to you.
Yeah.
Put you back in your place. Top right. The easy side of the bracket, per se.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for a low seed to make some noise.
I would totally agree with you. You started off here because I don't know.
I touched on it last episode. I'm going to go with Rojo Rollers, a team I do have a soft spot for. I think maybe because I love their logo so much. But if you look at their path, the Solar Flares were an inconsistent team in Marble League. I think if they can get past them, they face Balls of Chaos or Turtle Sliders too. It's very unproven that those 3 teams that they have to go against here early. And then if they have to play against the likes of the Snowballs or Bumblebees, they just got to get past them to make it through.
I would agree. I think this is probably arguably the hardest quadrant of the bracket to predict.
Yeah.
I'm looking down the list. As much as I want to pick the Solar Flares, I do agree with Russ there. I'm going to pick it purely because we're a podcast of them. I'm going to go with Team Primary. It's probably the biggest underdog I've picked in my lifetime.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think their road is easy if they get past. I don't even want to say easy, but they have
nothing's easy if you're the 31 seed.
It's nothing's easy. But you know what? I'm going to put some faith in the sponsor of this broadcast, and that's Team Primary.
Okay, I like it, and we're waiting until those Team Primary posters get back in the merch store because I want one.
They're going to be all over these walls.
They're going to be coated.
These TVs behind us. To the bottom right.
To the bottom right. It's so difficult for me to not pick the Cats, but are you going to pick the Cats?
I'm not going to pick.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Cats because it just is. It's too obvious, and their biggest competition is the 3 seed Blackjacks, who are probably overseeded because of a fluky good Marble League performance, in my opinion. So I think Blackjacks can cruise, honestly, to this Final Four.
Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you said. I think a team we haven't mentioned, the Indigo Stars, just a team to watch out for.
Interesting.
I'm not going to pick them, but a team to watch out for here. I'm going to stick, to my loins here and what I said before. I'm going to go with the Pinkies.
Okay.
I think they shocked the world. Quite a big underdog Final Four for me.
Yeah. Oh my God. One of our Final Four picks will be gone in the first matchup there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think I'm really picking the 31 seed at 27, a 17. I'm really going crazy. But you know what?
And a 30. You don't have a single digit seed in your Final Four.
I love it.
I love it too. That's fun. That's the fun of this.
That's what makes brackets so awesome.
And that's just to go back to this money thing that we've disbanded. It makes it even kind of more funny because you can just go crazy with it.
Absolutely. And who knows?
Yeah,
Anything can happen.
that's
in the
also
Marvel
true.
Verse. Anything
That's
can happen
also
any
true.
given day and any given race. So
Absolutely,
I'm fired up. I'm excited for it.
Same.
I can't wait to get racing.
I can't wait either. So next episode, we'll start these races.
Yeah, and best of 3. Let's remind people of that. That's a question we've gotten a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be best 2 out of 3. So we'll run these marbles, one on the left side, one on the right side. Then we'll switch them, and then I don't know how we'll determine who gets to the final side. Hopefully, it doesn't matter. But
maybe a coin flip or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it'll be 2 out of 3. Whoever wins moves on. Can't wait to keep this bracket updated.
I'm excited too. And maybe, I don't know how we're going to do these videos, but maybe all around one-on-one video, maybe a quadrant per video. We really haven't decided all that yet.
We'll figure it out.
But
however,
either way, it's going to be great content. And I think, follow along with your brackets, print it out, follow along on the website, and hopefully somebody wins.
Yeah.
Perfect bracket, maybe? Who knows?
That would be fun. And definitely sign up and just fill out a bracket because now it's free. So just do it. And maybe throw us $2 so we can host this. Host it
again in March, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
All right. You good?
I'm good. Thank you to everyone commenting, good and bad. I think we're just having fun doing this, and I think any critique is accepted.
Yeah.
We could swallow our pride and learn from what the people say, but at the same time, we're just having fun doing it. So
yeah, we appreciate the feedback, but can promise there was no ill intent. But we just want to clear up any tension.
Yeah, absolutely not. And just join the pool.
Yeah,
join the bracket pool, and let's have some fun.
Thank you, guys, girls, and marbles. We will see you on the next episode where we'll start this marble bracket. So make sure you fill one out.
And before we leave, preview Marble League All Stars. Correct?
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah. So
watch
out for that.
Watch out for that next week, and we'll have our first race. All right. Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Rolling out.